Welcome back, everybody. So today we're going to be doing a juicing video as well as showing you a nice vegan dinner option. So what we're going to be making for the juice is simple celery. We got some carrots, oranges, lime. We got a piece of ginger and turmeric. You don't want to put too much of this because it has a very sharp, very powerful taste. These are the kale stems from the kale that we're going to be frying up for dinner. And I got an apple here as well as these stems from the cauliflower. So all these ingredients are going to go in the juicer, and then we're going to get going with dinner. Now everyone always asks me what I do with the leftover grinds and fiber. I don't typically use it because I don't juice that often. It does tend to get a little bit pricey if you're juicing all the time. But depending on what you're making, you can always throw it in a soup or fry it up and put it in whatever meal it is that you're making. I have done that before, but like I said, don't do it all the time. For those wondering, this is called an omega juicer. Doesn't chop it up and spit it out like all the other juicers. It literally has an auger right here, so it presses it all. You can also make almond butter with this or any type of nut butter, as well as a nice sorbet just by putting in frozen fruit. So that's a nice healthy treat as opposed to eating ice cream. So good. Not too spicy either. Could probably use a little bit more ginger. So we're gonna get started here with our kale, which has already been de-stemmed. I'm just gonna chop it up and I'm gonna throw it in the frying pan with some garlic and a jalapeno pepper and just cook it down until it's, you know, sauteed up, and then we're gonna add it to the rest of our meal. So let's get the chopping. As you can see, pieces here, you know, small pieces like this. It's perfect for a nice meal. Now I've already chopped the cauliflower in a bowl, and I've put some salt water on it. I'll show you what I use to salt my items. These are pink Himalayan sea salt rocks, and you fill the jar about 1/3 with the rock salt, and then you fill the rest with water. And then you just have a lot of salt water. Now you can also take a sip of that in the morning. That'll help alkaline your body. This is another way of doing that, putting your water in a copper water bottle and letting it sit overnight for 8 hours to make the water alkaline. Or the third option is to take a swig of apple cider vinegar with the mother. I do normally prefer buying it in the glass bottles, but this is what I still had left on me. So like I said, a swig of that in the morning, first thing before you eat anything, before you drink anything, a swig of that or some of this. And just be careful, because if you're not used to it or you have a little bit of a weak stomach, it could make you have the feeling of throwing up in the morning. So just be mindful, have some regular water on the side just to wash it down, because it might hurt your stomach a little bit if you drink it on an empty stomach. And you must drink it on an empty stomach for it to take its proper effects. You can de-seed your jalapeno if you don't like it too spicy, but I do, so I'm leaving all the seeds in it. I'm gonna fry these up with the garlic first. If you don't have the rocks, this is the other option. Just pink Himalayan sea salt right there. Comes with the grinder already, which is very nice. That's what I use when I'm cooking. And my go-to spices, I love spicy food, so I got paprika. I got some cayenne here. add some fine ground black pepper. It's easy to eat healthy if you season your food properly and you know what you're doing in the kitchen. If you don't, it gets pretty boring and makes it pretty easy to get sick of a diet. Set up here. Got that in our frying pan. I'm gonna go pop it in the oven. I got the oven at 325. And that's another good oil to use, whether you just want to take a shot in the morning or cook with it, whatever you need. Hemp oil, non-GMO. I don't know if you can see it there. That's what you're looking for. On medium. Here, for our garlic in. And this was an entire head of kale. I have, since the last barbecuing video, switched over to becoming a vegetarian and a plant-based eater, and by next year I will be fully off of all animal products, meaning no more fish or eggs is basically all I'm eating right now, along with all my vegetables. I feel way better, way healthier, a lot more energy in the gym. So like they've been saying, and like I'm sure everybody's heard over the internet, plant-based is the way to go, and I 100% agree with that. I'm also going to throw a mushroom in there. Again, great source of protein. Mushrooms are amazing for you. I'm not going to go into the details about them now, but maybe we'll save that for another video. And then I'm going to season it all a little bit more. Now I already have a jalapeno in there, but I love mushrooms. I'm going to put some more, cayenne, paprika, pepper, and some turmeric powder. Now, every quinoa is different. You cook it just like rice. Some quinoas you have to rinse before you put them in there. Others you don't. Just read the packaging for the proper instructions. Another good trick, and to jazz it up, you can make your quinoa with a vegetable broth or chicken broth if you still are on a meat-based diet. I will typically either put vegetable broth or mushroom broth because I like the taste. And I've heard of some people actually even making it with things like mango juice to have a sweet quinoa, and they might use it for more of a fruity dessert type of meal. Haven't quite got there yet, but I'm sure I'll make a video about it one day. All right, a little more seasoning. The Asian cultures say to master the cayenne pepper is amazing for the immune system. So the fact that I love spicy food, that is exactly what I'm going to try and do. Helps keep some of the steam in. Be mindful when you take it off because it does get very hot. Also going to throw one of these bad boys in there. Green onion. Forgot about it before, but... And always put love into your food when you cook it. Another variation I like to do with this is shred up collard greens instead of kale. Those are usually my go-to leafy green options for when I'm cooking a vegan meal. But use whatever vegetables you choose. Pop this out of the oven and mix them together here. Soak up the flavors. Our quinoa's just about done, and then we're ready to eat. Beautiful. Just beautiful. You didn't like that, Cody. Wow, that's good. And there you have it.